Finally, we have to look at Manchester City now, because the other side of Manchester, before we get mad hate on this, because we know it's coming. But speaking of Man City now, of course, if it is, I want to say slightly quiet. We've seen, stuff from the likes of Kyle Walker as well, speaking to the media. Kevin De Bruyne doing an Instagram live with Romelu Lukaku as well. Pep Guardiola has been in the headlines. But touching on De Bruyne now, he said something, whether it was joking or not, but he said he's willing to postpone his retirement for 2 years now, because he just misses football so much. Cabin fever clearly getting to him. But what do you guys think of that? Think he's got it in him?
Well, I think it's funny that these players are in a situation that they've never been in before. These guys are not used to sitting at home for weeks on end. They're used to travelling, they're used to playing, they're used to being out training. I think with Kevin De Bruyne, I think he's probably sat at home thinking that this is what retirement is like. And why would you not want to squeeze every last drop of football out of your career? And you're not talking about money or anything like that. They're talking about how much they can get out of a career that is already very short. And some of these players are probably sat at home thinking that this is what life is like without football, and a lot of them don't really like it. I'm sure that people are stuck at home and don't really like it. These players are used to being out playing football, travelling the world, and they are having a dose of reality at the moment. And from what Kevin De Bruyne said, it seems like that he's perhaps sat at home and thinking that he doesn't want it to end just so soon.
It's probably because his knees haven't started hurting him yet, because Stevie Nicol has told me that once that pain comes, when you reach 30 plus, it's a wrap. But Mark, what did you think?
It's not just Kevin De Bruyne who's gotten a glimpse into retirement, is it? I think we've all kind of it scared us all a little bit. I think yeah, like Rob says, I think a lot of footballers having a reality check, in the sense that all these moans and groans about, there's too many games, there's 3 games in a week, it's too hard. The footballers, they're doing what 99% of men, women would want to do. It's like you're playing something that you love to do for a living. So next season, when this is over and people are playing again, I don't think people will complain about too many games or the bad conditions, because they've realised that taking it away is so hard. And he's had 2 weeks at home, never mind 2 months, 2 weeks at home, and he's thinking, God, I can't stand this much longer. Then great, the footballers say you're a long time retired. The moment you stop playing, that's it. And there's no going back. So they should play as long as they want to, because even if it means dropping down the divisions, a lot of top players these days want to finish their career at the top level. They want to play Champions League or Premier League and finish. But I think maybe in future you might find a lot of players, the great players, dropping down the divisions like they used to do, to play League One, League Two, to play to the 37, 38, because of the enjoyment, because they've had a glimpse into what retirement's like, and nobody's enjoying it.
Is it true indeed? And on a weekend that could have been a big weekend, that is what we're looking at, where it could have been City versus Liverpool. I mean, Augie, you and I were talking about that, because how interesting it would have been seeing Manchester City giving Liverpool a guard of honor. I'm pretty sure that's something Kevin De Bruyne is celebrating. He actually doesn't have to do, at least for the moment. Thank you, Jed, so much for chatting with us. Of course, we'll keep up to date on everything as the developments come and go.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.